We got everyone. Welcome to my preview stream for tomorrow's match. Luton against the Bees, of course. Um, yeah, so it should be sort of looking forward to it and sort of not, because it's going to be a tough one. I think they didn't turn up the last time. I know they have got a lot more injuries this time, which is may go against them. But I feel we're going to have a tougher match this time, because last time, it was pretty easy. They didn't turn up, and we pretty much easily beat them 3-1. But this time I think they will be up for it. I really do, Luton. And, I like them. I always said I liked them. I think I hope they stay up, because they're the better team out of all them that have come up, played a better football, and more exciting team. And obviously, I'm just waiting on my guest now, Tyler, to come on, the Luton fan. Of course, he's got his own channel, of course, T-Boys TV, and all these links, all these channels and stuff, all in the description. So just check that out. That's for everything: Insta, YouTube, whatever else is on X, I think, and whatever. So it's all TikTok. It's all on there. So just go into the description, check that out, and you'll see all the links to his various channels, various platforms that he's on. Really good, nice bloke, good bloke. Great fan, obviously Luton. Like most of these Luton fans are all top people, most of them. Never met a really bad one, so it's good. They're all good people. Good community there, like with us, really. We got a good community at the Bees, so Luton have as well. So, but I'll go into all this in a minute when my guest comes on. Just read this comment. True Gooner, Mr. B, big up. Yeah, big up to you, mate. Big up to you, Josh. Nice to see you in here, man. Thanks for coming in. Don't worry, my guest will be on very soon. I'll just be back with you in uno momento. I'll be back soon. Cheers, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had a lot of disturbance there, bad noise I could hear, and annoying me, I'm afraid. So anyway, we will go into this very soon. Obviously, my guest is still not on, but he will be here very soon. Apologies, guys. Anyway, this was from the last time we played them. Oh, here he is right now. I'll bring him on. Tyler, I'll just bring him on. Big up, bro.
You're all right, mate. Yeah, I'm all good. Yourself?
Yeah, cool, mate. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yeah, sorry about all that, man. I was just because I actually went past 4 o'clock because I forgot it was 4, and then I suddenly thought, shit, I've got to do the stream, got to do the preview, and I've got to get insiders coming on and all that. So I thought, oh, I've got to get it sorted, and just suddenly remembered, But anyway, man, I got on live. Obviously, I got here before you, but that's not a problem. So I'm glad you're on anyway. I'm glad you managed to get on here because obviously we didn't do it yesterday in the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, again, apologies for that. Just had
No
a
worries,
few,
mate. No worries. It's
few
cool.
issues outside of YouTube going on. So yeah, but it's all sorted now. So that's all good.
I was getting trouble with my Wi-Fi as well, mate. So I didn't think I was going to be able to do this as well, to be honest. But it all happens, doesn't it? When you want to do something, it all
yeah,
bloody
literally,
up, yeah. Be up, Chris. Be up, lads. Hope you're well. Yeah, be up, Chris. I bet he's not happy about Liverpool going out last night. Despite winning, they still did win, but couldn't get the 3 goals or 4 goals they needed, so they're out. It's only Villa that went through in the end, so they're our lone English team in the Europa League. So, or was it Conference? I can't remember now.
Yeah.
Oh, Conference. Yeah, but it's all Europe, isn't it? Anyway, so they're obviously doing that for us now. Villa, we can follow them. But yeah, so obviously I was going to go back to when we played you last, and that was 3-1 November last year. Because I remember you actually coming on here before that, and I do remember that. I still got the video of it, and I thought I've come a long way since then. I've never done all this stuff with the screen, sharing the screens and everything. So I've come a long way, and it's only like, what is it? Is it 5-6 months ago, something like that?
I think it's a bit. I think it might have been a bit less, 3-4, something like that.
4, yeah. I mean, it don't seem that long ago, but it was last year, and man, that time's just gone, isn't it? So, but anyway, got another comment from Chris here. Must be the only positive Liverpool fan, to be honest. I actually took positives from it, unlike those clickbait morons with same IQ as McDonald's workers. Yeah, yeah, exactly, mate. But yeah, you're probably not bothered because you might still get the Premier. Liverpool, they can still do it. So try and win that for Klopp at least in his last season. So you never know. But anyway, get back to this. I'll obviously preview. And you had a strong team back then as well, and you got a lot of injuries this time. A lot of big players out, haven't you?
Yeah.
But looking on here, the players you had. I mean, we've almost got the same team now. But then, of course, we didn't have Tony or nothing, at that stage either. But you see the players we still had. We had Pinnock and me, and me's out the rest of the season, so we ain't got him anymore. You got most of the others are there now. We still got these. Mbomo, of course, he came back. So Mopai, Visser, Onyeka. A lot of these obviously have come back though from injury and so forth. But Rawsleft plays a lot now. I still don't rate the guy, but he's still playing him. I don't know why. But Lewis Potter, I think, is a decent player. He's come good, I think. He's really starting to play well. But we go into your team. Obviously, you played a 3-4-2-1 then. Kaminsky in goal, great keeper. I always rated him. He looks a fantastic keeper. I just wish we had him rather than Flecken, but there you go. What can we do? Kabore, is he back? Is he playing in this one, Kabore?
Yeah, he'll be back and available for this one. He couldn't play last week because obviously Man City's is loan club.
Yeah.
So
Bell, is he there or no? I don't know.
Bell's injured for the rest of the season, annoyingly.
Oh right. Oh, well, that's a bit of a loss, isn't it? Bad loss. He pretty decent, isn't he? Also, Lockyer, of course, yeah, Tom Lockyer. But the main thing is he's still around. He's because he might not have been. So it's a good he's still alive. I don't think he'd be playing ever now, but it's a shame because he was a great player as well. I thought a really good player for you. So, but there you go. Mengi, I believe he's playing, isn't he, as well?
Yeah, he's a doubt, but usually when they're a doubt, they play. In recent weeks. So, and I'm sure
Right.
because of the makeshift defence, we're going to have to play anyway. We've only if he is available, that's 2 centre backs. So he's that player who will just like he had an interview a few weeks ago when we beat Bournemouth, and he was like basically saying like he would die for the 3 points because he was hurt twice in that game, and you thought both times he was going to come off, but he continued, and I think he was playing through an injury throughout the second time when he went down, and he just continued, and then obviously, continued.
I like players like that, Ty. I like players like that. They're determined and tough and carry on.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't. Not all these are like that. They're all soft and whatever.
Yeah.
Carry on through anything. But a guy like that, he'd run through brick walls for you and everything. So that's what I like to see. Some of ours are like that. Some are and some aren't at the moment. But anyway, you got Panzu. He's playing, but of course Barkley, I'm sure he'll be playing.
100%.
Yeah, definitely. Morris, no doubt, I would say.
Yeah.
Eddie Bayo, is he back yet? Or
no, still injured. Apparently, it might not be for the whole season, but even then, I think he might be back for maybe the last game if we're lucky, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's like you're still above the parapet then. When you, I think you will survive. I really do. I still think you will. So I can see it, mate, because I think you're a really good team. And I said that since you came up. I said, I hope this team stay up. They're like a breath of fresh air, They're one of the best teams to come up, with Sheffield United and Burnley and those two, even they've been fighting recently. And we only just got past Sheffield United the other day, 2-0. So it was 0-0 for a long time. So, we only just about got past them in the end. But, Chong, I rate him as well. Good player. Oh, Bene, he's the quickest you got, isn't he? Was he one of the quickest at least?
Yeah, he is. Again, he's gonna be out, unfortunately.
Oh no. Oh, that is a git, man. That is a git. Townsend, I'm sure he might play some role, wouldn't he? He'd play some of the game, or
I wouldn't be. Again, I would. Even though his performances, for his standards, in my opinion, haven't been great recently. I feel because of the lack of options, he will start, and also he's one of them experienced players, isn't he? So
yeah. You want somebody who played a lot in the Premier, and he has. So
exactly.
Teams. So I'll just go through some more of these comments because there are quite a few here now, and then carry on with that. Chris again. You see how injuries affect Luton. I have sympathy for them. I don't have sympathy with Newcastle. Every time they lose, they blame it on injuries. Well, Newcastle have more resources. Well, they do. And again, I hate that as well. I don't know about you, Ty, but I hate it,
Yeah, I agree. It's like you've got X amount of money. We don't.
Yeah.
And you've got them, like, even when they say that, you look at their game against West Ham a couple of weeks ago, didn't have 3 injuries during that game, and they still come back and won the game. You know what I mean? So, and that was during the game. That was during the game. So, I don't either, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I think those big teams that have got all the money and they've got the other good players in the backup, shouldn't be moaning and bitching about it. It's like us and you that have got, haven't got the good backup, haven't got, in reserve and that. And, it happened with us. We struggled a bit when we lost, key players and Bruno and all that. And, of course, Tony out for all that time as well. But then again, I still don't think he's done a lot since he's come back, Tony, to be honest. I mean, he scored, 1 or 2 goals maybe, but he hasn't done a lot else.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I want him to go. I can't wait for him to go. I think his attitude's bad. It stinks. And, all the things he done and everything, and all that thing with Collins, he was fighting with Collins about because he didn't pass to him and he would have been offside anyway if he had passed to him. And he kept on about it. And I thought, well, no, why don't you moan and piss off then, because I've had enough of it, He shouldn't be here anymore. I'll miss his goals. We will miss his goals because he scored loads for us. But at the end of the day, you don't want to play with that attitude, do you? You want him
No,
to
not at
go.
all. And
So,
just even when he had that interview when he come back, and they were saying like it sounded like he had somewhere else in his mind anyway, and you don't want
yeah,
players like that, because they know you're not going to give 100%, and I totally agree. I think the only game since he's come back, obviously I don't watch Brentford week in week out, but the only game I've proper seen where he was all right when he come back was Forest. Other than that, I don't think he's been good enough, like you say.
yeah. Well, as I say, he hit the ground running a bit when he come back, and then got that goal against Forest and everything. But then, he hasn't done much else. And apparently, he's got some sort of little injury or something, muscle injury or whatever. But then again, I still think, why has he got an injury? He's been out so long. He should be fit enough. He should be able to play all these games. He's not played a whole season like the rest of them. It's terrible, and I think he's got to go. And the thing is, I don't think he'd go to Arsenal. Because I don't think Arteta could handle him. I really don't. And I would say it'd be maybe somewhere like maybe United or Chelsea, possibly. Something like that. Possibly Liverpool. Because obviously he's a Liverpool fan. So it'd be ideal for him to go to Liverpool. Just as long as he's away from us, I think. And because we're getting the replacements in anyway. We got Igor Thiago coming in. We've already signed him. And then it looks like we was after Jonathan David, but apparently he's going elsewhere, I've read. But I think that would have been a dream if we'd got him anyway. I just didn't think that would happen anyway because he's a lot of money and, I couldn't see him coming to us anyway, to be quite honest with you. And then we got Sammy Schmodic, and apparently you're after him as well, I see.
Yeah.
So...
I was going to say ours is more so if we stay up. He's our number one priority sort of thing. But if we don't, then he'll probably go to you lot. That's how I see it.
Yeah, it could be a tug of war we'll have with you over him, I think, somehow. But so him and Josh Sargent as well is another one we're looking at. Quite rate him. He gets quite a few goals, and he has played in the Premier with Norwich before they went down. So he has got some experience. I'll probably prefer Schmodic, but if we get him instead, I wouldn't mind. And then also we're after Dewsbury Hall as well. Apparently, we're linked with him. So if Leicester have all them difficulties and can't don't come up, and had the points deducted or whatever, maybe we might get in. It's possible. So it's actually looking all right. We're already planning ahead for next season. Because, it's been a nightmare for us this season, mate. It really has. It's not been our best season at all. And, 2 seasons before, we were up pretty much mid-table or getting up into Europe nearly as well. So, but this year, I don't know. I just can't understand it. Can't put my finger on it. What's gone so wrong here, And, so we're looking forward to next season now because I think we're definitely staying up. No doubt about it, we're staying up. So, because other teams are, in trouble, Everton, Forest, and Sheffield United, Burnley. So, and Forest and Everton got the points deduction. So we don't know what's going to go on with that. Are they going to automatically go down? One of those two, because obviously it can only be 3, can't there? So, it's definitely Sheffield United, Burnley at the moment. But who else? I definitely don't think it's you lot. Nowhere near. You're not going down. I think Everton or Forest, but I think Everton actually. I'm going for Everton because they've been around that area so many times now and avoided it. But this time, I think they are going to go down. So I don't know about you, if you'd think that, or maybe you think Forest. I mean, because they're in just as much trouble. So
I'm
have you got
thinking Forest. I've got a feeling Forest, and it also links to when we went on Hanno's channel a couple of weeks ago, and we done that thing, and it was
I remember
it
that.
was Forest, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
I've looked at their games, and they've got a lot of difficult ones. And I feel for us, obviously we've still got difficult games, but we've got ones at home which I feel we can, try and get results out of. And the away games are not terrible now that we've got the likes of, Man City out the way, Arsenal out the way, Tottenham out the way. Them sort of ones were recently, and we've got all them out the way. So I think now, we're in a position, as much as we've got loads of injuries, we're still fighting and stuff like that. We're showing that we can still give teams games even with all these injuries. So, at the start of the season, I thought, we had beat one of the so-called top six at home or something like that, even if it's like a 1-0, and we didn't. But I think now, because our home form hasn't been as great as we'd think it could have been, now in these next, was it 3 more home games, I think we need to make the most of it and get the points, So that's how I see it.
Yeah, just going through a few of these comments here. I mean, Chris has put a lot in there. He's got Tiny Suits Man United. They love their players who stink dressing room out. Yeah, you're probably right, mate. I can probably see him going there possibly, but I think it says they are definitely interested in him. So, and I think the price has gone down a bit as well, apparently, because at one stage he was looking about 100 mil, and I actually think they slapped that on him to stop him going anywhere at that time. That's why they put the 100 mil on him. I don't think he's not a 100 mil footballer, Tony. As good as he is, he's not 100 mil. So I would have said definitely maybe 60, 70, 80, something like that maybe. But I think they're talking like something like 50 or 40, something like that. But as long as he goes, I think we don't mind if we get that money. It's still a lot of money to us, whatever way. So, and then we still got to get that money from for Raya yet as well from Arsenal. They better blooming pay it and all. I'll tell you, because it's supposed to be. Arteta wanted him, all this time, and he said he wanted to get him. And if he only goes there on loan and comes back again, I'm not having it. Toy, that is so wrong if that happens. They have him on loan and he comes back here because he don't want to play for us. So we don't want him back. And he's done all right at Arsenal. I've got to admit, until recently, I think he didn't look too good the other day and the game before. But I think he was better for us, no doubt about it. But I think next season, Arsenal will see what a top keeper he is. I think he will come into his own. He was still finding his feet, I think, for quite a while there. So it's always difficult when you go from, like, we're obviously a small team, and then you go up to a great big team like Arsenal. It's always going to be tough. So, but, I think he will come good next season. But anyway, let's get back to this, obviously. And we just finish off saying about who you had, obviously, in that last match against us on the bench. And Watt Johnson and Clark, Berry. I know he's played a bit lately, isn't he, Berry? And Clark played?
Yeah, no, they have. Yeah, they both actually started in midfield alongside Barkley at City, which I was a bit surprised about. They both started anyway alongside him. But yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of an eye-opener for you, wasn't it? The 5-1. That's the one you're on about, isn't it? The recent one.
Yeah.
But then, I suppose everyone... I think you knew you probably would lose there, but I suppose you wouldn't have thought you'd lose by that many. But,
I mean, I actually said 6-1 City, so I weren't actually far off, to be fair. But again, even though it was 5-1, and this might sound bizarre, but if you actually
Yeah.
managed to watch the game, we actually defended all right. We could have went in 0-0 at half time. Their goal was, their first goal anyway was a fluky one. It's hit Hashioka in the face and went in. Haaland's
Yeah.
shot was going out for a throw. But we could have actually went in 0-0. And all right, they got their goals. Some of their goals were just world class because that's just what Man City possess.
Mm.
We shut them out for ages. As much as they were, had all the possession and were on top of us. We done all right. In that game, I felt. Given the injuries as well, especially at the back. In that game,
Yeah.
Mengi weren't even available, so we actually only had one centre back. And we've still done all right, and we got the goal. We got the goal at the Etihad as well, so we'll take that. You know what I mean? Ross
Yeah. Yeah.
Barkley. So stuff like that, really.
Yeah, as you say there, Ty, I thought you'd done all right in that game. I don't think you were I don't think it was a 5-1 to them against you. I really don't think it was, but turned out to be like that. But I thought you actually played really well.
Yeah. Right.
Because on some of them, some people just capitulate and don't do nothing. But I
Yeah,
thought you
and that's
lot
the way I
done,
thought it was going to go.
well.
Yeah, that's how I thought it was going to go when they went 1-0 up. Especially how early it was. I was thinking, oh, this could be, bad, but it wasn't. It wasn't as bad as maybe we would have thought. So
Yeah, yeah, I definitely don't think you deserve to lose by that many. But there we go. It's deserving. What happens is another thing, isn't it? At the end of the day, sometimes. So, but yeah. So obviously, we're going on to the one tomorrow. Yeah. We've got the head-to-head there, and again, I don't think stats count for a lot. I never do, but. Obviously, we've scored one more goal than you, 47-46. You conceded more goals, conceding more than us. I guess that's more recently now with those 5 and 6 odd goals because you lost 6. Was it 6-2 you lost before against City and then
in the FA Cup,
5-1? But that was cup, yeah. But yeah. But as I say, we've had more shots, more possession. We're more yellows, more reds, but I don't think that matters a lot, to be honest. Don't mean much at all. The thing is, I think we had been on a bit more better form lately. Because obviously we draw. I think we draw the previous 4 or 5 we've drawn, and then obviously won the last one. So we're actually unbeaten. Which is something this season for us, a bit of an unbeaten run. But I think we've done all right in some games, and some we've looked pretty poor. Not the Brentford that I know in some of the games we're giving in too easily and not wanting to be there. I don't know if that rings true with you with Luton at times. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some you can see you're giving your all, your players are giving everything, and then in others they don't turn up and don't want to be there. You can always tell, can't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, I think this is actually going to be a tight one in the end. I think you lot will be up for it though this time because you just didn't turn up last time, did you?
Yeah,
So
exactly until the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, and it was all over by then, wasn't it? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah. So I think it's going to be a closer one. And if I don't, I wouldn't be surprised if we do lose to you. Because the thing is, right, it won't matter to us really because I know we are safe. But obviously, I'd love us to win because to win the second game in a row would be amazing. And I still think you lot are a really good team, and I don't think you're going to make it easy for us at all. But the thing is now we got more options. We've got our players back, that we do need. Okay, there's still a few missing that we'd love back, the likes of Hickey and Rico Henry. We'll never get him back because he's out for the whole season, so that's never going to happen. But we got some back. We got Region in there now, who's actually done all right the last few games. I didn't like him being sent off. I thought he was a total prick for doing that, being sent off. But I think he's a good player. I do think he's a good player, Region. I don't know why United let him go, because they had him on, I think, cover for the other guy. Was he on Shaw? But I think he's doing all right. I mean, he's a lot better going forward maybe than at the back, Region. But I do rate him. He looks really good. And that was your last time out, 3-4-2-1 against Man City. Kaminski Hashioka with another own goal, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's getting own goals, that bloke, doesn't he? Burke, Doherty, Onyedinma, Berry, Barkley, Chong, Townsend, Clark, and Morris. Do you think that's going to be? I think you said the team's already out on it. Did you say? Or
yeah, team news come out on like availability and that sort of thing earlier. So it will be similar. I think there will be some changes, I believe. But yeah,
right, yeah. So there's a slight chance about Eddie Bayo could be back.
Yeah, unfortunately, he won't be.
Right.
I sort of had a feeling he wouldn't be anyway. I was hoping if anyone was going to be available, it's going to be the likes of Osho, Lokonga, them two really at this moment in time.
Yeah, what do you think about Lokonga? He didn't do a lot for Arsenal, did he? But he seems to got the best out of him, your manager, Edwards, isn't he? He seems to got the best out of him here.
Yeah, definitely. When we actually signed him, as much as he's got that experience, I was a bit sceptical because I looked at his time on loan at Palace and I didn't really think he, did too much. But again, this is one of them good appointments by the recruitment team, and we are missing him definitely. Again, like I keep saying, we're playing Ross Barkley in a CDM role, and he's been that good. It's just, I'm hoping it's not going to be this season, but I'm hoping it does. If we did stay up and we keep Ross Barkley, I'm hoping at some point we can play him higher and then have Nakamba and like another CDM if we don't get Lokonga and play like that, because I think that would be good, and then two up front.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to bring it up on your one because I thought you'd say it on our website because this is obviously the Bees website and generally it says a lot about it, but can't seem to find a lot about your team on there. So I'm just trying to see if I can bring it up a bit more somewhere else. Obviously, it'll be on your website, won't it? So I'll go on there anyway.
I was going to say, I had a little look earlier and there's a match preview on there. So that sort of says everything regarding everything that needs to be said, really.
Of course, yeah. I'll be on your website. It's a good website, your one, isn't it? It's really good.
Yeah, I like it.
A few times. Yeah, the new kit there. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing that. There you go. You see it there now. Yeah, there's your kit there and all that. Nice kit. You got a nice kit there.
Yeah, they're all good. Yeah, the only one I've got at the moment is the third one.
Oh right, yeah. That's pretty neat, isn't it? The third one. Yeah, man. So I don't know about if you're like us that we don't put them out every single time, every season. We don't get new ones all the time. I think it was last season we kept the same kit.
Yeah.
From the previous season we kept the same kit. I don't know if obviously you do that or you keep getting them out, the new ones.
Keep getting new ones out at this moment in time. I think we might have done it like once before, but I'm not too sure on that.
Oh, right. But I think we don't like keep getting our supporters out of money. Like most of these other teams, the big teams, like getting them keep spending their cash, hard-earned cash.
Yeah.
On lots of stuff, and I think, well, why should you? Keep it as it is. You don't need to keep changing them all the time. And a lot of these obviously companies they work for either Nike, Umbro, or whatever. Adidas, whatever. They obviously want the money from it all, and they keep making different kits all the time, and so they can take a share of it, And I hate that. It's so greedy and terrible, So let's look at where is it now? The news, latest news. Let's try that. Teams. This is all your players and staff. Yeah, James Shear, Tim Krul, Jack Walton, and Thomas Kaminsky. He's out on loan, Jack Walton, anyway.
Yeah, he's in. I think where did he go? I think it was Dundee. I know he went to a team in Scotland. I think it was Dundee from.
Right, yeah. I think I heard about him playing the other day for some Scottish team, but
yeah,
don't really know what one it was. But I heard him mention Dan Potts, Tom Lockyer, of course, Mads Anderson, Issa Kabore, Mengi, Tina Mengi, Reece Burke, Daiki Hashioka. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Amari Bell, Gabriel Osho, Alfie Doherty, Thomas Holmes, no one out on loan.
Yeah, that was a weird one, that, because we signed him in January from Reading, and then we loaned him back out to Reading.
Oh, yeah, some teams do that, don't they? They buy them and then they loan them straight back out to them. Yeah, but that's part of the deal, and that's what I think Arsenal done that with Saliba and all that. So they loaned him back to was it Nice where he came, or Leon? Sorry, where he came from.
I think they did. Yeah,
and so obviously they do that, but there you go. It's part of the deal. You have to do it. Ross Barkley, of course, he's been immense, and I don't know how he's not played for England. I don't know how he didn't get in them England squads before, and that it's strange, He's been incredible. Do you think if he was playing at another team, a bigger team, do you think he would get in the England team?
Probably, because that's what Southgate bases it on, doesn't he? If you play for a top six, you usually get picked. Like, Mainoo's had a good season, but are you really telling me he's better than Ross Barkley? He's just not, is he?
No.
And that's the thing. When he said his reasoning for picking him, he said there's no other number sixes in the league. Yeah. Look at Ross Barkley's number. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's not even, and that's the thing. People are noticing how good he's playing, and like I say, he's playing in a more defensive role when we know he's more of an attacking player. It's just bizarre, really bizarre to me. But there we go. Southgate for you. Southgate for you, isn't it?
Yeah, as Chris says here, South Clown. Yeah, Gareth South Clown. Yeah, he's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. But so anyway, go back to that. And Luke Berry, as we said, he's been playing a lot more lately. I think the Canberra's out, and is he still out?
Yeah, he's out for the season. Annoyingly.
Yeah. Chong played a lot. And Panzu, Jordan Clark, Dion Pereira, another one out on loan. Louis Watson, another one out on loan. So, got a few players out on loan, didn't you?
Yeah.
Alan Campbell, another one.
No, that's one player I wish we still had. With us.
Right. He's really good, is he?
Yeah, he's one of them players, like we said earlier, with like Mengi. He's like that version, but a midfielder where he just gets stuck in. Even when we played Watford last year, he scored the goal, which sealed the win. And he's just, I do feel a bit sorry for him, but I don't know. I just don't think he's not like a Rob Edwards player. I think unfortunately. But even I remember going to Blackpool away last year. And he was literally out, like, the weather can be like up north. And he was out wearing shorts and t-shirt. He's so tired. It just, gets stuck in, like in the warm-ups and that.
He's making stronger stuff,
Yes. Probably used to it as well. Probably used to that sort of weather because he's Scottish. But he's probably used to
that. Of course. I thought he must be Scottish. That sounded like Allen's 2 L's and, Campbell,
Yeah.
He must be Scottish, Ryan Giles is off. I can't remember where he's playing. Where
He
is
went
he?
to Hull.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, he looks decent though. Looks decent player. I think what I've seen of him. So
Again, it was a bit of a weird signing, in my opinion, because we signed him in the
mm,
summer, and then obviously he's a wing back, so we was thinking, all right, we know how good his crossing ability is, but when we signed him like a few months later, Rob Edwards come out and said,
yeah,
he's gonna play. He's not really gonna play in a defensive sort of role. I was thinking, do you mean like he's a wing back? So I don't know. I just feel the games he did have for us, he weren't too convincing either. Especially with stuff like his crossing ability, which we
yeah,
know he's good at. He just wasn't really showing it, to be honest with you. So he'll probably go to Hull permanently, I reckon. To be honest.
yeah. Shame really, but if you do get rid of him, yeah, I thought I'd heard of him at Wolves. To be honest, I'm sure I'd heard of him
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
there.
that's where we got
So,
it from. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah, and he's a top player. But if you do get rid of him, well, there you go. But um, that will be a shame because I think he looks good. So. I'll just have a look at Alan Campbell, just as we were talking about him there. Yeah. Midfielder, Motherwell.
yeah, yeah.
Disclosed 3. Oh, he's only 23 still.
Yeah, young player.
Yeah. Scored 16 goals, 159 appearances. Yeah, yeah. He's another good player then. Yeah. So yeah, you got some decent players there, mate. You
Mm.
got a good squad. Yeah, of course, the Conga there. So hopefully he will play. As I say, you've certainly got the best out of him here at Luton. I don't know what he was doing at Arsenal half the time. I thought, what have they got here? Who's this player? He don't look nothing. And then Luton suddenly get him, and he's playing like he should be. Your
Yeah.
manager's better than bloody Arteta. Let's be honest, isn't it? So
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's supposed to be a great man manager, Arteta, player manager, but he's not. He's crap. And I think Rob Edwards has got to be the best one looking at this because he brings the best out, like with Barkley as well.
Mm.
Because Barkley was nowhere; he was gone, wasn't he? Everyone forgot about him. He went off abroad somewhere or whatever. And where was he again when you got him?
Nice. He went to Nice in
Nice.
France.
Yeah, so everyone forgot about him really, and you brought him back, and he's immense. He's got found a new lease of life, really, hasn't he? So, um, and what is he now? 30 odd, isn't he now?
Yeah.
Don't say his age. Did it say his age? I think he's about 30 now, 31, something like that. No, I can't see it. Yeah, you got him from Nice, as you say. Yeah,
Yeah, he is 30. Yeah.
he's 30. Yeah. Yeah, so he's probably found the best form of his life, really, now, since he's come back to you lot. So, because we all knew he had promise. We all seen him before we was at Chelsea, Everton. He showed a lot of promise and how good he could be. And then he went nowhere. He went off a cliff, sort of thing. But now, you've got him back, and Edwards has really turned him into the player he once was. And now I think England should get him in. I think he's got to be. He's got to be in there. But the thing is, you look at them, how many players they've got in midfield, the likes of Maddison, who else? The young guy, is he at Bayern? Not Bayern.
Madrid.
Bellingham.
It is Bellingham. Yeah.
Bellingham, Madrid, sorry, Madrid, yeah. Bellingham, Foden.
Mm.
The list goes on and on, doesn't it? That you got so many midfielders there. But you want somebody who's actual playmaker, and he does know he's a playmaker. This guy, he can do a good pass through the eye of a needle, and
exactly.
that's what England should be looking at. They want
Yeah,
somebody like that. We haven't had a proper playmaker. I don't know since Gaza. You'd like to say Gaza or Hoddle or would you say Rooney was sort of? Is he a playmaker, Rooney? I don't know.
yeah, I would have
Um,
said so to a certain extent.
yeah. Yeah, we haven't had a real proper decent playmaker for ages, England, and I think he's one of them. And I'd like to see him in there, but then again, and we don't forget Palmer as well. We've got Palmer there and
Yeah, I know.
everything.
Yeah,
So, yeah, the list is endless, really. But I just don't. I don't know what Waddy. I don't think Waddy can do anything with him. He's just hopeless, mate. But Townsend, yeah, quality as well. Definitely quality. Anya Dinma, he's played a lot lately, I believe.
yeah,
Um,
literally. He was on the bench against Tottenham, very unexpected, because he was on loan at Rotherham. Then he come back, and we didn't think like he could sign on to play, and then he was on the bench, and yeah, he's played 4 games for us now, and 3 of them have been against
yeah,
Arsenal, Tottenham, and City. So, and he's done well, to be fair. Considering he's not played in the Premier League before, he's actually done really well. And he's playing in the wing back role. He's
mm,
more of an attacking player. Obviously, when he was at us anyway, last season, he was playing as a wing back anyway, but looking really good. Like, I thought, other than the
yeah, yeah,
penalty away against Man City, I felt he defended pretty well. And there was a moment where Barkley played it out to him, and he absolutely sent Guardiola. And I was like, wow, like, that's incredible for a player that's only played 4 Premier League games.
yeah,
It's so yeah, he's doing well at the moment. To be fair,
yeah. He does look good. So he was at Millwall before and all that, Wickham. So
yeah, Wickham,
25-year-old,
yeah,
yes, young as well. So yeah, another promising player you got there, isn't it? So I mean, I've heard a lot lately. You lot moaning, we've got all these injuries, we got these players out, we ain't got a great team, we can't put a good team out and things like that. But when you look at this, there are some decent players still there.
mm,
You can't totally moan about it. I mean, when you look at some of ours, because we lost the likes of Mbomo and other big players at the back. Rico Henry, he always seems to get injured. Rico Henry, and he's a great player. I think he could play for England, but if he just stayed fit, and I don't think he will, unfortunately. We need a top quality left back, and some of them we have for England aren't that good.
yeah,
I mean, you think the likes of Doherty could play as well
mm,
for England, Um, so, but there you go. I mean, ain't a lot I can do, man. But yeah. So I'm just looking at more comments here. People want to tell me we can win the Euros with a clown in charge. Then people need to go to doctors. Seriously, I don't care what you say. Well, I will say that. But yeah, exactly. But we ain't going to win nothing with him. No way. With Southgate, no, not going to happen. I'll try and look at the others here. We've got Tony's in here. Early Doors Football TV. So I've got so many comments here now. I'm trying to get back to them, really. Loads, man. Done that one. Done that one. To be fair, Luton were only 1-0 down till 64th minute. Yeah, true. Yeah, here he is. Early Doors Football TV. Be up, Tony. Great to see you in here, mate. Be up, Mr. Bean at T-Boys TV. Yeah. I've always told everyone that you got your all your channels and that links are all in the description. I'll put them in
thank
there,
you.
mate. So yeah, everyone can go in their description and click on all yours, your TikTok, Insta, X, and whatever you got on there in it, and all that. So
Yeah,
yeah, everyone can get to whatever medium you're on, platform you're on. Chris Welch reminds me of Carlisle, been like that, don't want to be there, but was like that whole season. Yeah, true. Afternoon, Chris Welch, Tony from Tony there. Luton seem to be good at getting players' confidence back. Lukonga, Barkley, prime examples who both struggled at previous clubs and scapegoated. Yep, definitely. Carlisle have a curse with kits. Whenever we have nice kits, we do shit like this season. When we have awful kits like last season, we get promoted or have good season. How can you just say it's to do with your kit? I think it's more how you play, mate, and the players you got. But no, I remember Man United used to blame the kit and all that. You remember that grey one they had on?
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, I think it was. But they blamed that, didn't they, for losing badly? Oh, we couldn't see him. We couldn't see our play. What? Bloody prats. But anyway, South Clown managing this team, England squad is like Gemma Collins having a crush on David Beckham. He's come up with some good ones today, Chris. You really have, man. Nice. What's this? South Clown has paid for OnlyFans content of Calvin Phillips. Oh, God, man. He's funny, Chris. Have you seen his channel?
Yeah.
You know? Go and check it out, man. It's brilliant, you know. Can't lie. When Luton signed Barkley, I was thinking very risky. Signing with form at previous clubs, but it's worked out and been one of the best midfielders in the Premier League this season. Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah. Yeah, still can't get in the England team, but then because it's Wally as manager. That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's this? We haven't had a bloody manager who's a winner, never mind playmaker. Yeah. True. I bloody hate Rotherham on fact they send their hospital bed model players to Carlisle. Oh, God, man. That's funny. Yeah, but anyway, going back to this, and Elliot Fault, I don't know if you know much, you should know about him, I guess. But
Yeah, interesting one. I mean, we signed him from Tottenham a few seasons ago, and
yeah,
he went out on loan. Well, he's been out on loan a few times since. I think one of them, I can't even remember it. I think he went Burton Albion and then he went somewhere else. And then he's come back in January from an
yeah,
injury. And yeah, obviously he's not went out since because he's been injured. So it's an interesting one. I mean, he had a lot of potential when he come in. Like I say, we got him from Tottenham, but I don't know. I think going forward we probably won't have him. I might be wrong, but yeah, I don't know.
yeah, but yeah, so I guess another promising one anyway. But strikers, yeah, of course, Carlton Morris. We know how well. Have you been surprised how well he's done in the Premier, or do you think he's always gonna do well?
I had a feeling he would do well. There was a spell starting the season, where he kept scoring. If anyone was going to score it was going to be him. You felt
Yeah,
that because he was the only one doing it. And then he had a bit of a moment during the season where I felt he had to get dropped because he just weren't being good at what we know he's good at in the sense of being that aerial presence, getting in the box, them sort of things. But he did actually eventually get dropped, and then he come on, I think, and he scored or something like that, and then he's just kicked on to the heights that he was at the start of the season. So I always felt he had the capabilities to do it.
I mean, he's a big lad, isn't he? I mean, but he's got
Yeah,
good control, good touch for a big guy, you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I think Elijah's very good at his control, and I think he's taught him a few stuff
yeah,
because his control. Like in the recent games, the ball gets pinged up to him at times. And he's like bringing it down with his chest and just like it's nothing sort of thing. It's crazy, really. So yeah, no, he's been good, and obviously if he does score again at some point, which he will overtake Elijah for the top goal scorer for
yeah.
us this season. So
Do you know what height sign centimetres? I ain't got a clue. Would that be something like 6'6" or something, 7, something like that? Yeah.
Not too sure if I'm being honest.
Because he's
Potentially,
193
yeah, 'cause he is
centimetres.
quite tall. He is quite a tall guy, yeah.
And Morris he's what? He's 100. Oh yeah, so yeah, as you say, Adebayo's taller than him because
Yeah.
he's 185. I still don't know what that is, but probably 6'1", 2", something like that. I would say. And probably Adebayo something like 6'5", 6", something like that, maybe, or 6'7". They're really tall. And of course, Benny is quick, lightning. Another quality player, Cordy Woodrow. He started scoring a bit, didn't he, Cordy Woodrow? So
Yeah, the thing with Woodrow is he loves scoring late vital goals for us. Obviously, he did
mm,
that against Palace. He did that against Everton in the FA Cup. He does like doing that.
yeah,
He's one of them. He's one of them impactful players that'll come on and do something. I don't think he's great when he starts, but when he comes on and we need a goal, he's quite vital for that. To be fair to him.
pops up at the right times. Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
what you want. Yeah, yeah. Jacob Brown. What do you make of him? Good
Uh,
player.
I mean, for this season, he was meant to be the Joe Taylor replacement in the sense of striker that's on the bench going to come on in games and try and impact the games. I mean, he had a little bit of a good spell around about last time we played you guys. Obviously, he scored a goal in that game and he
Yeah,
scored the winner the week before against Palace. But again, he's injured at the moment. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. I think we're missing him in certain ways, and when I say that, I mean getting
mm,
stuck in. I feel we are
yeah.
just missing that another option sort of thing. Not necessarily to start or anything like that, but yeah, I do feel he will be quite vital next season. Especially
You got him.
I
Yeah.
don't want to say it, but if we were to go down, I feel he would do very well in the championship.
Yeah, well, he's played for obviously Stoke before. That's where you got him from. So
Yeah,
he
so,
obviously knows the championship. Yeah, it was at Sheffield Wednesday as well, academy. Um, yeah, so yeah, he knows the lower leagues by the looks of it. So, but I still don't think you're going to go down. So I really don't, mate. I don't think you will go down. So, I think it'd be, you'll be another year wiser with this, with the experience your players will get, from
yeah.
their first season. It's been a tough one, but you come through it, and I think you will come through it, and you'll be better off. Because you may beat us, so I'm not ruling that out, and it might happen. But John McAtee out on loan, is he the one at Sheffield United, or am I thinking of a different one?
No, you're thinking of his brother.
Oh right, it's his brother, is it?
Yeah,
Oh right.
he's like who's he got? Barnsley. That's where he's at. Barnsley. He's got quite a few goals for him. To
Oh
be
yeah,
fair. Yeah.
yeah. He's John Barnsley. Yeah. Um,
Looks like a good
yeah.
player, to be fair. And obviously, it'll be
Yeah.
interesting if he does come back to us, and because he's sort of having that friendly sort of competition, isn't he, with his brother? So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, because I think his brother he's the one at Sheffield United, isn't he? His brother, and
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
he
it's
scored against us. That 1-0 defeat we had
I think he
against
scored
them.
against us when we had that weird game where we lost 3-1 to him. If I remember right.
Yeah, when was that? Was that in the Premier then, or was that in the Championship? Or
Yeah,
anywhere?
that was this season at home. The
Oh yeah,
one time we're
yeah.
the
Oh, of
favourites.
course, yeah, yeah. You lost, yeah.
Yeah, shocking.
Yeah, we're not the only ones that lost to them then.
Yeah.
But not much consolation, is it? But there you go. We'll try and get to. So obviously, you said the first team. So
Yeah, so
try and see.
if you're trying to look for the team news, if you go to news
News, yeah, yeah.
and then latest news, And then
It
click
should.
on that. Click on that. That'll be the match preview,
Oh, yeah.
and then it will tell you somewhere near the bottom. It just tells you a lot, really. It's pretty cool. I'd use it quite a lot. Tells you
Yeah.
a bit more about
Yeah.
Brentford as well, that type of thing.
Yeah, big write up here. Yeah. The former manager Joe Kinnear. Yeah. I remember him. Yeah, he's with a lot of teams. He's with Wimbledon and everything. When he Spurs, I believe, and whatever. Joe Kinnear. Yeah. Yeah. Team news. Here we go. Yeah, he's told the team Mengi is the only player who could potentially return.
Yeah. So and everyone else that's been out is still out, unfortunately.
Yeah. That bloody prick, Jared Gillett. Yeah, mate, he ain't no good, is he? No, not many of these refs are, let's be honest. There ain't no
No,
decent
no,
refs anymore.
especially for the top league. They're just most watched league in the world, and they're just so crap.
Yeah, the standard of refereeing, it's shit now. But yeah, I suppose it could have been worse. Could have had a really worse one. And there
Yeah.
are a few, but
And it says there we had him when we played Spurs. I don't, from memory, I don't think he was bad in that game. That was the one where we lost
no.
2-1. I don't think he was bad from memory. So
Trying to think I know he refereed one of ours as well. I'm trying to think what game he refereed our one. I think it was fairly recently. Might have been the Wolves one or something. I don't know. But I think he done okay, to be honest, but that's not saying much because they are pretty poor, most of them.
yeah,
Message on community. Oh, your Luton Community Fire Station.
I think that's just to do with where they put people park and stuff like that.
Oh, right, yeah. Because I ain't been there lately. I haven't been there for a few years, so I don't know really what it's like now. Like there now. So I know because they had to obviously change it all, sort of build it a bit more because of being in the Premier.
Mm,
So you obviously had to change it all, didn't you, and stuff. But
yeah,
yeah, I don't know really. I ain't been there for years now. I managed. I was trying to get a ticket for this, but all sold out. So,
yeah. It's so old. It's unbelievable, really.
and then it was thinking about how was I going to get there anyway. I mean, I could obviously got on the train, but I'm trying to remember now because as I ain't been there for ages to get to Luton. So I'm just trying to think now how I would do that because I'm sort of Greater London, my way, and obviously, as you know, getting to Brentford, it's Hounslow and all that. So,
Yeah,
maybe I probably could go from there, but trying to see. Can't see anything more about your. Has it actually got the first team out? So it said about it.
no, just literally team news,
Oh, right.
who's available, who's not.
Oh, okay. I thought from what you were saying, it was actually out the first. No,
No.
generally the match day, isn't it? They do it. So,
Yeah.
because that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing an update thing on my team on the bees. I do that now on a Saturday. I always do like an half an hour before kick-off.
Yeah, like a
I'll do an
build up.
update,
Yeah.
So I'll be doing that again tomorrow, obviously. So I could update it all and see actually who you've got, obviously, in your
Yeah.
team. So final 5 Premier League games of the season for Luton Town begins with Brentford, Kenilworth Road. Yeah, unbeaten in their last 4 games, Thomas Franks Bees. Yeah, 1 win and 3 draws. So I told you he was on a bit of a run.
Yeah.
But whether we can keep it going, I'm not so sure. But I think going back to my team here, Is it up? Or what? No,
No,
bloody
it's not.
page is gone now. Oh, bloody thing. Got to bring it up again now, mate. Right, here we go. Trying to get to see you. Obviously, Christopher Ayer is fit, so that's good. That's positive. And I rate him. He's done well this season. He has played pretty well. So most of the games. Norgard as well. It's also in contention, which is good. He's been out a little while. From our squad, everyone should be available. So it's good news for us, isn't it? Ivan is pressing. He's desperate to start, and I'm desperate. So let's see tomorrow. The Brentford fans know how much I like Ivan and how important a player he is for us. So let's see. I just wish he could sort his attitude out, Thomas, because he stinks, mate. But other than that, he's a great player. But if you leave out all the gambling issues and the slagging us off, he's a good player. But anyway, yeah. So he, like any other player, wants to make a difference. Of course, he would like to perform. With all your important players, you are willing to push them hard to play. And all the important players normally have an extraordinary mentality and can push through things. Exactly, yeah. And the best news is that Christian Norgard is available for selection. That is good news. Best news. I'm glad he is, because he's been immense for us this season as well, Norgard, So, I'm glad. I mean, a lot of teams been linked with him, apparently. I think Spurs were linked with him recently, Norgard. So, I hope we don't lose him, don't let him go. But, you never know now. Because, if he's been here a while, and I think him, the likes of him, Jensen and all that might want to go elsewhere. But I hope they don't. I hope they can stick with us because, I think we're going somewhere. I think we will achieve something the next 2 or 3 seasons, We're going to achieve something. So, we forget about this season totally. We cross this season off because it's been poor, a terrible season. But I think we come back stronger next season, I really do. So, it's positives to think about. And how we played lately, I think we played a lot better lately than the previous game. So, you look at that 31 shots we had against United. How did we only draw that? Can you tell me that? I ain't got a clue, man. How did we only draw? 31 shots against Man United. Just shows how luck's been, man. Of course, yeah, Shardy's come back. And he obviously made a goal in that last one for Onyeka. Good little touch, little flick on, and obviously Onyeka scored inside the area. So that's good. We're getting them all back. Might not be such good news for you lot, but I'm just hoping though, because I just think this is going to be a tougher game for us, man. I really do. And I don't think it's going to be easy. And I think we're obviously going to predictions now as well. So, because obviously, we've got a few more in the live chat, so I'll go through them first. Just found out I've got tickets to Liverpool versus Wolves Klopp final game. As Liverpool, I'm buzzing. Yeah, nice one, man. Nice one. Getting tickets for that. But they're not cheap either. Them tickets, are
they? Yeah.
Bloody hell, man. How much are yours now? Your game?
I wouldn't even be able to tell you. I haven't managed to go to a Premier League game this season, so I wouldn't even be able to tell you. I'm not a season ticket holder, member, anything you need to be to get one. I'm unfortunately not one of them, so I wouldn't be able to say it. Yeah, you could say that.
That's not very complimentary, is it? I think he's better than Origi, isn't he? Bloody hell, man.
I mean, the way Origi
Yeah,
played against us a couple of weeks ago, he was pretty poor, to be honest, for Forest.
yeah. I remember when he was at Liverpool, and at times he done some good stuff. He scored some good goals and that. But I think he just looks shit now at
Mm.
Origi. I mean, he's at Forest, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Origi. Yeah. And I don't think he looks the same player as he was at Liverpool, to be honest. So, yeah, but I think Woodrow's got to be better than him. Delboy going on TV. What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? Big up, Delboy. How you doing, man? Yeah, good to have you in here, mate. Nice one. Another great channel he does, Delboy. Old Arsenal fan. I said it at the start of the season, Luton will stay up. Yeah, there you go. Another one that says you're going to stay up. So you got plenty of supporters, mate, you know, at the end of the day. So McAtee was a real handful when Carlisle played against him. I wonder when that was. It's got to be, well, because Carlisle are in the League Two, aren't they?
League
Carlisle.
One. I think that game from memory.
Oh, League One.
Chris will be able to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure it was recently or fairly recent. So
was it? Oh.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, he's got a prediction there. Luton 2-1. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah. Well, I did say it's going to be close anyway. 2 goals and Tony for Brentford. Yeah. Morris with 2 goals and Tony for Brentford. Yeah, it could be, you know. Could well be. Yeah, and Stepsy's in here. Be up, guys. Yeah, be up, Stepsy. Yeah. Like, see, I think I know what his prediction will be. I know he'll have Luton to win, well, of course he will, won't he? But I know he always likes to see us lose. So Luton's mini league starts tomorrow. Yeah, here we go. He's already starting. So what's your sort of predicted lineup for tomorrow then, Ty, and formation?
So I reckon, as much as we've got a lot of defensive injuries, I do think Mengi will be available. As much as he's a doubt, like I say, it's said that of a lot of players recently, and especially the doubts, and they've been available. So I think he will be. So I think it will be, because we're at home, I think we'll go with the wing backs. I don't think we'll go with the 4 at the back like we did against City. You know, different sort of circumstances as well, because it's Man City, it's away. So I do think we'll go with the back 3 and wing backs. So I reckon we'll go Kaminsky in goal, of course. I reckon we'll go Mengi, Burke, and I'm going to say Hashioka as the back 3. Burke in the middle of that. And then I'm going to say Doughty on the left. I'm going to say Kabore comes back in, you know, especially that he is the only right wing back at the club, and he'll go straight back in and on that right hand side. The midfield, I reckon it'll be Barkley and Clark. And then the front 3, I reckon it'll be Chong on the left side, Townsend on the right, Morris up front.
Sounds all right to me, that team. But and that's and you'll say it's a weaker team. That sounds still a bit decent to me. That team, you know, if that's what it's going to be. So I know you're going to say you've still got the best players out, or you know, your great players out, but it ain't too bad either. What you've got there now, and you're still scoring. Let's put it that way. You're still getting goals. You know, if you weren't scoring, it'd be a lot worse for you. You know.
Yeah,
I think you'd be worried, you know. But the main thing is you're still getting goals, and that always counts. So, so I'm just trying to put something in the chat here at the moment. Just leaving a message for Chris. I wanted to see when he played you lot, because he'll know, wouldn't he? So, when the Carlisle play Luton. Cuton? Well, I didn't put cute. I just put Cuton. I didn't put Cuton, huh? Bloody predictive thing. That's shit, man. I didn't want to put Cuton. There you go.
So I've just seen it now. They play Barnsley on the 12th of March, because that's where he's on loan at, and I believe he scored 1 or 2, if I'm correct. He scored 1.
Oh, right.
He scored 1, yeah. So That's when it was a pretty good game, actually, to be fair, by the looks of it. 3-2 to Barnsley. Decent game, that.
I'll put in. I know you wouldn't have played Carlisle, would you?
No, no, no.
I'll put that forward. Don't worry, mate. I'll get rid of that. Really stupid, man.
Long
I thought
time
you might
ago.
have played them in the cup or something like that.
No, not recently, no.
I'll be in the stand as nervous as I was versus Bournemouth. I still think Luton can win this, as we are still fighting at being home. It has to be a win 2-1. Yeah, well, as I say, it could be close, and so yeah, sounds of your team. I think there is a lot of threats there for you lot still, and especially likes of Barkley, Morris, of course. Who else did you say you've got up front?
Chong, Townsend.
Yeah, Chong's decent. Rate him. Of course, Townsend still good player. Yeah, I think you got a few threats still. So we're not going to take you lot lightly at all. That's for sure. We played Barnsley in March and January. We should have won both games, but our players were as useless as a penalty kid. But yeah, a penalty lid he's put there. Oh, never mind. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, I've got to try and think about. Well, I've got a good idea who we're going to play in our team. Obviously the goalie Flecken, no doubt about it. He keeps playing him. I still don't rate him, but he keep playing him. And I don't know when we're ever going to play our new keeper. That'd be next season, probably. Now we've got this Ingemarson, new one, Icelandic. So who knows? I hope he gets a chance at some stage. I mean, Strakosha should be playing as well, but he never wants to play him for some reason. And then I think Ross left. I think it's going to be, because the one we played was 4-3-3 against Sheffield United. And I don't think we go as attacking as that against you somehow. I think it may be a 5 at the back or 4, something like that. I don't think it'd be as attacking. And we'll have obviously Ross left and all that as usual. No one he keeps playing. Don't get it. Why he keeps playing him. Another guy I don't rate. So if you want somebody you can attack him, because he's shit, mate. So, but yeah, just go at him as much as you want, because he don't mark, he don't intercept properly, his passing's crap. He scored a goal recently, 1 or 2 goals or something, but he's not there for that. He's there to defend, and he can't. So, and I think we may have Pinnock back because he was on the bench last time. And I think he may be fit now. So I'd like to see him back in because he's one of our best defenders, no doubt. And him and sort of Ayer or Collins are all good at the back, fairly solid. So I would have him and maybe Pinnock, maybe if he's fit, and maybe Ayer or Collins. So I would have there. And obviously Region, he'll play. I mean, he's not bad at the back, but he's better going forward. But I don't think you'll have as much joy against him as you would on the other side against Rorsleff. So, he will attack you. Like, he will attack your defence and get crosses in, Region. So, and then also the midfield, I think if we go because we obviously have wing backs now as well most of the time. So Rorsleff, maybe a ring back, but I think we may have Onyeka or something, or possibly Onyeka on the right side, and maybe Lewis Potter on the left. We do seem to play them. Obviously, I think Jensen and maybe Norgard, because I think Norgard may be fit, so I'll put him straight back in. They're both good players, and what we want the experience still to deal with your sort of midfield with likes of Barkley and whatever. So I'll put them back in. And maybe we might have 3 at the front, or we might have 2. I would say probably 2. And I would say maybe if Tony isn't still quite fit, I think he'll be on the bench. And I think we'll have Visser and Mbomo again up front there. So that'd be my sort of team. But I don't, although I wouldn't have Rorsleff and that, but I wouldn't have Flecking either. But you know, I'm not the one doing it. I'm not the manager. So, but yeah, I think they ain't a bad team. I guess whether it's good enough to beat you lot, I don't know. I mean, we're going to have obviously a lot more choices, a lot more options on the bench. You know, Mopai and Shardy, because I would think he'd be on the bench. He's not quite fit enough to start. Who else have we got came back recently? Oh, we still always have Baptiste. Generally, he's on the bench. Yarmulke. Well, I think it's worth a go at starting some of the time. I rate him. You know, he's good young player. Was he 19? I think so. He has played for Ukraine. He looks decent. I think looks a really good player. So. Yeah, we got some good choices to come off the bench actually. You know, can change it up. Tony obviously can come on if he's not quite fit, but he may still do something. You know, you can never rule him out, Tony. So, yeah, so that's my sort of guess and formation and team. I'm not, as you say, you don't really know till tomorrow. We ain't going to know, are we? So, so I'm going to obviously do an update about 2:30 tomorrow before the game. So, you know, I'll say the full teams, the actual confirmation, confirmed team. So, yes, Stephen's saying there if Mengi is fit, it will be a huge plus. Yeah, yeah, definitely for you lot. Attacking Rorsleff is like a shark attacking newly born dolphin. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, but you know, I still don't like him now. I don't want him playing, but what can I do? I'd love to message Thomas and say stop playing him, but he won't. So I don't know if he watches this. If you watch this, Thomas, you know, can't you find anyone else? There's got to be someone else other than him. Come on, man, I'll play for you. I'll play in there, and I'll be better than him. You know, Tyre play for you here. He'd be better than him, mate. You know.
Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow.
Oh no, not tomorrow. No. Not against your own team. Yeah, but yeah, because you'd let him get through and score, wouldn't you? If you were playing, yeah. There you go. I'll let my team score a few goals. Here we go. Yeah. No, man. But yeah, it should be interesting anyway. And thanks for coming on, mate. By the way, and shame we didn't quite do it this yesterday, but obviously other things happen, as we know, out of our control some of the time. So
yeah.
But it's good to get on here today and talk about it. Obviously, we're not totally confirmed, as we know the team. So that's the best thing we can come up with, and hopefully we'll see tomorrow what they will be. And obviously, we want to see a good game of football, don't we? That's what we want to see as well. You know, obviously you don't want to win, and well, I suppose we do really, but of course it's not quite as important for us as it is for you. You know, the win's more important for you. And in a way, I hope you do. I mean, I know it's against us, but you know, I like to see the teams like you do well. And you know, if you do beat us, then fair dues, mate. And you know, I'll say well done. You know, I won't hide. I never do. I won't. You know, I won't go. Well, I'll try not to go on a rant because I have done that before. But but you know, I think that's when we was in a worse position than we are now. You know, I was going off on one most of the time. So, what's it? Chris has got another comment here. I'm available, Thomas Frank, if you need me. But saying that, I injured opposition player with broken leg. He made meal of it. I still don't regret saying that. Oh, God, Chris, man, you. What you like, bro? He's a nutter, man. Psycho. He's like Psycho Pierce, isn't he? Fucking hell. You don't have to be wary of Chris Welch if you see him in the defence, I'll tell you. But oh, God, he's another one from Stepsy as well. I know it will be tight. The home guests are the most important and paramount. Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. But we'll see how it goes, man. But do you want to shout out your socials there, mate, and let us know where we can find you?
Yeah, T-Boys TV, like you see there. Again, thank you for bringing me on, Steve. Again, apologies about yesterday. Just had some stuff out of my control, but it's all sorted now, and obviously I'm glad we managed to do it today. And yeah, big up to everyone that was in the chat. And yeah, Steve has also kindly put all my socials in the description, not just YouTube as well. So do check all that out if you haven't already.
Yeah, you got anything else? Anything more?
No, that's it. That's it. Obviously, I've got the hat show at 6. Me and my dad previewing the game, and then tomorrow I've got a vlog from home with him, and then we'll do a reaction probably on Monday. So that's what's coming up at the moment.
Oh, cool, mate. Cool. Yeah, I'll try and check a lot of that out, man. Yeah, that should be good, you know. So you say it's at 6 o'clock, that one, yeah?
Yeah, 6 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and check that one out, mate. Yeah. Yeah, it should be good. There's no one from Stepsy. Be up Ty, absolute legend. Yeah, he is. Yeah, absolute legend. Anyway, guys, thanks to everyone that's been in here, and Ty, obviously my guest again. Thanks for coming on, bro. That's great. Thank you.
No
and obviously next time I'll be next season now. Be obviously the next time we'll meet up again with this. So. We'll wait and see what happens then. Who knows what it'll be? Well, because I think we're going to play you again in the Premier. I think you will stay here in the Premier. So I'm going to say we will play you again next season. So that'd be great. Hopefully, you might be in better positions than we are at the moment. I'd like to think. Great shows always, lads. 2 top lads who know what they're talking about. Well, he does. I don't know about me. But about not many of them around, unfortunately, in this society. True. But we try and know what we're talking about. We try and have a good stab at it. But we'll see what tomorrow brings anyway. Big up, Mr. B. Great stream. Yeah, cheers, Stephen. Yeah, and thanks to everyone that's been in here in the live chat. Chris, Stephen, Del Boy, who else we had? Tony.
Truguna was on as well, wasn't he?
Truguna, yeah, he was on earlier. Yeah, cheers to everyone there. And obviously I've got a few other things coming out, a few more bits of content coming out. Obviously a review for this game, a reaction, don't know what it'll be, but depending on what happens, I suppose. But but we'll see about that. That'll be probably Sunday, I would think. I'll be doing that Sunday, if not Monday. Chris Welch, at least you're not like Luca. That guy needs to go to doctors. Yeah, I know he was going mad again. I think was it yesterday or whatever. He's going mental on his show. He was, really going off on one, swearing and everything. And I thought, I know I can be a little bit like that at times when I rant, but I don't go quite so bad as that. And I try to think of my members, my watchers, and people on here, subs and everything. So I try to be as good as I can and well behaved, but sometimes you can't help it. You see red and that's it. The blood boils and you go off on it, mate, and there's not a lot you can do. So I'm sure you do that with Luton, didn't you, at times? But a lot of people do. So
I've done that a few times over the couple of seasons. Yeah,
we can't always say we're proud of it, but we like to think we're making a point, and and we're fans. We like to watch our team do well, and when it's not, we hate it and we go off on one. And We think, well, what's gone wrong? Why has it gone wrong? So, but anyways, no one here from Chris. Luca takes YouTube too seriously, acting like Michelle Keegan is available for a date with his begging. Oh, God, man. You're on form today there, Chris. You really are, mate. But, yeah, true. Anyway, he's a bit sort of desperate with his, supporters and that. So, but anyway, man, it's been great. And good luck with your show later and everything. And good luck tomorrow. Let's wish ourselves some good luck with the game. And whoever wins, who cares in a way. But I will also say, please follow me down here, Mr. B for Life 182 on Insta. Please smash the likes and sub if you're new. I was on 106 subs. I lost a couple. I don't know why. But it happens, I suppose. Some people don't want to stay on here for one reason or another. But I try and put out good content all the time. But some people might not like it. But I keep promoting my team, and I always will. So, one more comment before we go. Luca looks like B-Tech character from Club Penguin. Oh, God. I wouldn't tell him that if I was you. Oh, God, man.
Somebody randomly says.
Chris, man, you used to be on stage, mate. You're a comedian, man. I tell you. But he's true, though. So you can't deny it's the truth. But anyway, guys, everyone, thanks again for being in here. I'll say that I'm on a review stream later with Oris tonight, so I'm on that about 8. And obviously the review for this and debate show next week. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling now, going on. So I'm out of here. Everyone, goodbye. Cheers. Bye. Thank you.